Hey guys, this is Tammy Fournier. Thank you for joining me for another week of TV Tray Tuesday. Oh my word, it's crazy. It has seriously been a nutty day. I do not know what the heck is going on. I committed to Tuesdays and all of a sudden every Tuesday is haywire. I suppose I should have expected that. Today is the first day of summer vacation for my kids. So I guess a little bit of craziness is completely expected. But on top of all of that, it is insanely windy out here. And of course, the card I have for you today is using lots of little strips of designer series paper. So perfect. We're going to take out all kinds of little strips of paper in a whole lot of wind. This can be fun. And my dog ran away. She's back. She is home. She is safe, thank God. But yeah, I will get into. I'll chat a little bit about that while we're making our card here today. But yeah, crazy. I mean, it seriously is 4:45, and I am just now getting to shoot this video. So, but we did it. We're here, and we're gonna roll with it. This card uses minimal stamping. All it is just the little Let's Celebrate stamp, and that stamp is from the Detailed with Love stamp set. I love this set. It's got so many. The fonts are pretty. You got Let's Celebrate, Life is Sweeter with Friends Like You, Happy Birthday, I Love You, Thank You. So many of my smiles begin with you. This set has a set of framelits that goes along with it. We're not going to use that today. We're actually going to use our tag, not tag top punch. It's tailored tag. The tailored tag punch to punch that out. And other than that, that's the only stamping that we're doing. All of these little strips of paper, this is all designer series paper from, oh heavens, I forgot the name of it. And I don't even have a catalog out here with me. I will put it in the description at the bottom of the video with the name of what the designer series paper is. But it's so much fun. I love it. I think this is my favorite out of all the new designer series papers in the new catalog. This pack I think I'm going to use a lot. There's so many fun patterns. And I tend to do cards like this a lot if there's a designer series paper that I just love so many of the patterns. This is a great way to use them all at one time and show them all off, is just by taking little bits of each one and just highlighting them all on one card. So that's what we're going to do. Easy peasy. So let's pull out our supplies. I'm going to try to hold on to my tiny little pieces so they do not blow away. So let's see, we're going to take our stamp block and do that just so my little pieces don't blow away. All right, this is our heavy duty, our thick Whisper White cardstock, cut at 5.5 by 8. I'm sorry. Oh my word. Forgive me. Again, I was in a wicked rush. I didn't write down any of my measurements. However, I should know this one like the back of my hand. Essentially, you can take an entire piece of cardstock, a full piece, cut it in half. The full sheet is 8.5 by 11. I cut this lay the paper landscape and cut it. So it is 8.5 this way by 5.5 this way, and scored at 4.25. Whew, that was a little painful. Sorry about that. All right, our second layer. This is a Night of Navy. This is 4 inches across there by 5 1/4. All are tiny little strips, and I'll show you both sides of these. I didn't use all the sides of every one of them. There's a lot of paper in that pack. These are all cut at 3 3/4 by 3/4. So we've got that, which is really pretty, a nice green. That is actually Tranquil Tide, and that's what the back of that one looks like. We've got this one, and then the flip side of that is that one, which we're using both of those. I loved both of those. We've got that, where the flip side of that one is a soft sea foam, another one of our new colors. We've got that one, again, another soft sea foam. It's almost like a sponged background, or sponged on that side. Same thing with that. That's kind of like the, that's balmy blue, with kind of a little bit of sponge look, but we're actually going to use this side. I love those little various colored polka dots. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and did I screw up? Where did I screw up? Oh no, that's right, because we're using that side. Whew! I really got myself confused there. I forgot we're using the flip side. I saw 2 of the same thing. Yep, the brain is officially gone. It is time to stop for the day. But I'm going to get through with you guys first, so we can do this. And other than that, we do not need an insert because it is on white cardstock, so that's easy enough to write on, so we're not going to put an insert in there. And I just have a scrap of Whisper White to stamp our greeting on, and a scrap of Night of Navy to use to punch out a background. Okay, and we're also going to be using some of this Night of Navy seam binding as for our ribbon. All right, let's get cranking. I would say we'd stamp first, but I don't want to stamp and then have the paper fly away. So we're going to get all of our little, I'm going to make sure my little extra pieces here are kind of tucked so that they're not going to blow away. I'm going to put something on them. You know what? I'm going to take the punch, rest them on there. Okay. And I'm going to put these out in the order we want to use them. We're going to go that one. That. That, and that. Okay. I'm going to kind of stack those in the order I want them so that I can keep them down there so they don't blow away. All right. Super easy. We're going to use glue because we definitely want the forgiveness of being able to move it around, because trying to get, you want a very, very thin line between each one, and you're gonna eyeball it the best you can. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. Did not mean to shake that. And you just put it down, and while that glue is still wet, you make sure you've got an even sides all around, and then push it down. Next strip. So yes, my little diamond decided to go for a little wander today. She, my son let her out, and he was preoccupied with something, and he didn't stay and watch her, or didn't check back on her, and she decided to wander down the road, went a few houses down, and thank goodness our neighbors, they didn't want to scare her, so they tried to keep her up on their porch, but they weren't 100% sure whose dog she was, so they called the police, and she got a ride in a police car today. Yeah, so I have a tiny little fugitive, furry fugitive on my hands. But so that was all kinds of fun. Yeah, my heart was in my throat for quite a while when we realized that she was missing and she wasn't coming when I called her. But she is home, she is safe, and I thank God, because that just really wouldn't have been a good way to start summer vacation. Needless to say, my youngest son is very upset and feels very guilty, but we just had a little chat about having to keep an eye on the puppy when you let her out. Okay, we just keep lining these along. See, that is definitely where the wiggle room comes in. That one I had definitely put really low. And one more. And again, with this one, you want to try to make sure it's lined as well around on the outer edge too. There we go. It looks intimidating at first, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get all those lined up? But seriously, it's not bad at all. You kind of eyeball, like I don't know, an eighth of an inch maybe in between each one. It really, I mean, it's not that bad. All right, we're going to cover our glue. All our tiny little pieces glued down. Okay, whew, I don't have to worry about them blowing away. Okay, now we are going to, actually, let's put our ribbon on here, our seam binding. Oh, shoot. That is what I didn't bring out with me. Okay, well, I'd say change of plans, but it's not really a change of plans. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Huge gust of wind. Just wanted to make sure nothing blew away. It's not really going to be a change of plans. What I had originally done on this card, I just taped the ribbon behind there so that I didn't use a full strip of ribbon. And then tied a little bow on that side, but we're just going to actually use ribbon around the back and tie it on the front, because I forgot to bring my tape out with me. That's one thing. I'm loving the TV Tray Tuesdays. I'm loving showing you how easy cards can be, and that you don't need to have a ton of supplies, and that it's simple enough that you can set yourself up on a little TV tray and still make gorgeous cards. However, if I don't remember to bring everything out, then I'm a little bit stuck. I'm going to turn that upside down. Okay, wind's fighting me today. There we go. So I will just just tie a little knot in there like that. Actually, not those scissors. Those are not my good ribbon scissors. We want a nice tail. Oops, sorry. I think I may have gotten out of the camera there. Here we go. And you can just move that around however you want. Actually, I think I want them a tiny bit shorter. There we go. All right. We're going to attach that to our card base. Grab our glue. Those out of there. And just center that. With about a... Oh, look, there we go. Diamond is making herself known. Yep, after her little excursion this morning, she is under house arrest for a little bit, and I did not let her come out. Normally, I bring them out with me and let them run around the yard while I'm out here. But since I'm trying to focus on this and wouldn't be able to give 100% attention to watching her, she is in the house and not very happy about it. All right, there we go. All we have left to do is just our little sentiment. Super easy. Let's scooch that on out of the way. We are going to grab a piece of Whisper White. We have our, I'm sorry I did not even show you, our Tranquil Tide ink. And I actually didn't want this full strength. So I'm going to grab my scratch paper. And we're going to stamp off, but I'm going to stamp off quickly. I'm not going to stamp off a lot because if I stamp off hard, it'll make it too light, but I didn't really want it full strength. So we're going to do a quick stamp off. And then we should get the perfect shade. Nice. Perfect, perfect. All right, we're going to close that up, and that is it for the stamping. I mean, seriously, one stamp. Okay, we're going to take out our tailored tag punch. Love this punch. Just center that on in there. Probably should have brought a bigger piece of scrap, but c'est la vie. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to put that somewhere that it's not going to blow away while we cut our blue piece. And just a blue piece of Night of Navy, and we're just going to cut that on out of there. Okay, with this, to get the border, we're going to cut this in half. We're just literally right up the center so that you have 2 equal sides. Grab our glue again. And just put a little bit of glue on the edge. And maybe a tiny bit up the middle just to give it a little extra hold. and then just line it up with a little tiny border. Like that. And same thing, but the other side. Yeah. Simple as that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do, well, not really the last thing, we're going to spritz this. We're going to take some fresh fig, balmy blue, and night of navy, and we're just going to spritz the cards. Now, should be interesting with the wind to see where this ends up. As you can tell, when I spritz, it kind of goes everywhere. I haven't quite mastered the art of figuring out exactly where it goes, but it does end up on there. So we'll attempt this here. Oh, see, I'm aiming for the card. It went over there. So we're going to shift that way. And we'll try it again. Okay, there we go. That was a little heavy. So we'll do enough with that one. We'll do the balmy blue. If I try and go that way. I can't see where it wants to go. Oh, it's going up here. Oh, it's going all over. See, I definitely need to master this this technique. I love how it looks, but I think there definitely is an art to doing it. But it's fun. Okay, oh, that one went that way, so we're gonna shift it. Okay, we're gonna call it a day because I don't want to overdo it so that you can't read our sentiment. So we're gonna get the scratch paper out of the way. We're gonna bring our card back in. Gonna make sure our spritzes are dried off. And then we're gonna throw some dimensionals on the back. And we're just gonna plop that right down. You can put it close to the ribbon, you can put it closer to that side, right in the middle of two. I think I'm going to, where do I want this one to go? I think I kind of want it off to the side on this one. But I'm kind of trying to line it up so that the ends line up with the blue seam binding. So it kind of continues the blue border. Okay, and one last thing, we got our little pearls here. What are they called? They're what are they? No, not iridescent. Oh, what are they called? They're artisan pearls. And we're just going to take a couple of the little green ones that want to stick to me today. There we go. Oh, heavens, it just doesn't want to work. There we go. We'll put this guy on that side. Just to kind of finish it off, give it a little bit of bling. And there we go, guys. That's our card for today. There's that one. There's the other one. My spritzes got a little bit bigger on that one. That one's a little bit more subtle, but it's all good. You could still read it. Definitely had some challenges. I'm wondering if the wind may have played a factor in that, because that spritzing was going everywhere. But anyways, thank you for joining me and listening to the craziness of my day. I hope you like our card. If you are interested in learning more about our products, if you're interested in receiving a catalog, you can go to scrappystamper.stampinup.net. That's my online store. If you would like to reach out to me via Facebook, you can find me at Fournier 5 Design. You can message me there, ask me any questions you may have about the products used today or any other products. If you'd like a catalog, message me through there. Or you could also email me at stamphappy@yahoo.com. I'm really having a lot of fun with these TV Tray Tuesday videos, even though every Tuesday has proven to be an extreme challenge. I'm really enjoying these videos, and I really hope you are too. I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And again, I will link the name of this designer series paper below. And if you like the video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe to my page, I would be honored. That would please me. So again, have a wonderful week. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.